Hey, I'm here with Jeff and Julie Houvener, who are part of our church family, and they've got an amazing story of God setting them free financially. But that's not all. They now lead our Financial Peace Ministries, classes that you can sign up for to get out of debt. Jeff and Julie, thanks for hanging out with me today.
You bet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, I'd love to just start by giving some hope to people who are watching. And, you mentioned when we were talking once that money is a very private thing, and it can be embarrassing to acknowledge if there's debt or if we just feel like our finances aren't under control. Would you guys be comfortable sharing with us some of the success stories of people who've gone through the financial classes here and how God's gotten them out of debt?
Absolutely. I received a text message from a past class participant this last week, and they shared with me that they paid off over $15,000 in debt over the past year. That's an amazing amount of money to pay off, but then when he said that he made $38,000 in income, that was really eye-opening and a great experience.
Man, that's got to give hope to people who feel like their situation's out of control.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We had one couple that was married, had been married for almost 10 years, paid off $86,000 in about 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's and they had job loss in there as well.
Wow. So this stuff works.
It does.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And I know part of why you two are passionate about it is that it's part of your story.
Yeah, we started off and we got married in 1991, and we say that our story started right then. We started with 4 new cars in 5 years, and we all know what happens. I hope we know what happens with those. You roll over that payment, roll over the debt, and you're way behind in your cars before you know it. But it didn't stop with cars. We put everything on credit cards as well, and we tried to play the system, get the points. By 1996, the bottom fell out. And that's when I lost my job, and we really went into a time of despair, if you will. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, and we had 2 young children and just felt we just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so we went to try to credit counseling service, and they told us you need $500 more a month. Well, okay, yeah, but that was easier to say than to do. And so we left feeling pretty hopeless, almost hopeless, except that this church has a library, and I love to read. And we went into the library and we took out some books by Ron Blue and Larry Burkett and Dave Ramsey in particular. And we just started to read and learn and just apply one new thing each, as we learned. And slowly, very slowly, we just used those principles and started making better choices. It changed how we behaved, it changed how we thought, and it ultimately changed our lives. Because we did finally, after many years, it took us a long time, but we are debt-free.
Wow. Completely out of debt.
Completely out of debt.
As you guys have been on this journey from being completely in fear and feeling like there was no hope to now being in complete freedom, what would you say you've learned about God in this journey?
The details that we sometimes focus on are the details that God wants us to give to Him. Mm-hmm. And, we learned that we can't carry this burden by ourselves. We had to give it over to God.
Yes.
We would have stayed in that hopeless state.
Yeah.
But giving it over to God was really freeing for us.
He was waiting. He was ready to help. And now, through you guys, He's waiting and ready to help a whole new batch of people who want to be set free.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, thanks for your hearts to serve. Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Thank you.